Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel we are going to be reviewing Marvel Legends Odin. This is the 85th year celebrating Marvel and Marvel Legends. So with that being said, before we go over this figure, please give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers. So off the back we do have Odin. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you're purchasing this figure, I'm pretty sure you're only purchasing it for the look and for the sculpt and for the height as well. Because just looking at the figure, this figure it looks really nice. The presence of the figure is beautifully done for a Marvel Legends figures. Now this figure, keep in mind, is 60 bucks, okay? So that's one thing. Is it worth 60 bucks? To me, I'll let you know at the end of the video. But just going off of everything, this is a freaking awesome Odin piece right here, and probably the best Odin figure that I've seen from Marvel Legends so far, or any figure that's out of Odin that I know of. And yeah, it does look beautiful, but it does have a lot of flaws when it comes to the articulation, and we'll get into that right now with this review. So let's go ahead and take an overall look at the figure. As you can see right now, we do have them up here, and I'm sorry for the display. Usually I have everything looking dope with the figure, but I'm in the middle of doing a photo shoot right now with my Superman figure and my comic book style photo album for Superman versus Brainiac. It's called Superman Unbound, so stay tuned for that. I will be dropping that comic book style photo album probably by the end of this year. It's gonna be freaking epic. But anyways, let's go and talk about this dude. We're not talking about Superman, we're talking about Odin. But here we are with Odin. We got all this beautiful paint going on. We got like so many different colors. We got this kind of brown. We also get this brown up here for the fur of the figure. Also, we got this non-bendy wire cape, which I think works well with this figure. Just having on my regular cape, it would have been dope to have bendy wire. I'm a huge fan of bendy wire, not a huge fan of just regular cape, but it's okay with him. I mean, he is Odin. What you gonna do with him? It would have been dope if we had a fully articulated Odin. That would have been awesome, even though he is articulated, but you'll see. But anyways, we do get the blue chain here, and then we also get that same blueness right here on the sculpt as well. One thing about Marvel Legends, as we know with all their figures, we do get that marble type painting on everywhere on this figure. As you can see, we get it right here. You can see it in the armor as well in some areas, so that's kind of whack. But we do get that gold, a different gold up here as well, and that is nice. And then also we do get this beautiful sculpt of the belt. I really do love this a lot right there. So I thought that was pretty dope as well. And then also we go down, we get all this interesting detail that they did with Odin, which is really nice. And then the bottom, we didn't get nothing there, but you can see we get the all this thing going on here, the horns, and then even over here. Now this dude is huge as well, and then even the back. So yeah, they definitely will not be making another Odin. This is probably a one-time use, or they might do a paint variant color with some couple of add-ons. But this is my favorite part right here, is this piece here, and then also this design that they got going on right there. I thought that was done really nice. And then other than that, we do get the head sculpt, which is freaking awesome as well. I wish it could have been a little bit more detail in the head sculpt and a little bit more realistic style, but this is fine. I guess it's okay. I basically got this figure because he's Odin, and then two, I can use him for my Conan figure and my Conan storyline that I wanted to make. Now, with that being said, I am going to give it for a Marvel Legend figure. I give it a 10 out of 10 for the overall look. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go over the accessories. Let's see what he came with, and yeah, see if it equals out to the way that it looks. So as you already know, we do get his staff. I forgot what the name of it is, but it does look nice. But one thing I just don't like about it is that it's just not painted. All we get is a brownish, goldish staff that's not painted. It would have been dope if we would have had some silver, like the same thing they did with the armor on the figure, I wish they could have done with the staff. So I hate the way that the staff look. It looks very cheap. Even though it's hard plastic, it just looks very cheap because it's just one color, and that sucks. But we do get that with Odin here. And then we also get his other sword. Now, the sword, they actually did it the way that I wish they could have done the staff as well, even though it's not like super painted. But we do get some blue here going on with the silver, and then also we get the gold here, and then we even got the different color gold here, or a little bit brownish gold, and then also gold at the tip. Now that's what they should have done with this, but they didn't do that, which sucks. They went the cheap route. Okay, so we did get that as well. We do get a sword, and then we also get this beautiful helmet right here. The sculpt is nice, don't get me wrong, the sculpt is nice, but the freaking thing ain't got no color to it, which just pissed me off, because how are you gonna get this gold, right? But then with the other one, you do it right. Now they give us the good horns on this one, and I think they missed out on a huge opportunity, because the way that they painted the horns on this one, they should have had it done for this one as well, and that would have been dope. And then these should have been gray, and it sucks because I'm not a painter for figures, and only thing I can do is draw. So when it comes to figures and painting and sculpting, I suck at that. But man, they missed out big time. This thing could have been worth $60 if they would have added more paint on this thing. Then I would have said it was worth $60. But we didn't get no color on the bird or the eagle or whatever, and then we get no different colors all in the right there with his crown, which sucks, because this is one of his main crowns that he wears. And I'll show you how to put that on in a second, but I was really disappointed in that, and that is a huge letdown for me. Now, considering that, this one right here, even though it should have more paint to it, this one is actually nice, because just a little difference in the painting of the horns brings this out way better than this one, because it's actually painted on the horns, even though they didn't paint nothing else. This one, there's nothing painted on it. It's just pure gold, and I hate that. But we do get the hair as well, and I don't like the way the hair looks. We get the shiny plastic gray, the shiny painted gray on here, which looks kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. But this is nice right here. I really do love this a lot, even though we got lacking paint right there on the helmet. And then also we do get an open hand, a holding hand, as you can see there. And then we also get exchangeable hands. We do get one closed fist, which we should have got two, and then we get another holding hand for a sword, so you can hold them with both the staff and the sword, which is fine, or you can have them holding just the staff by itself with both hands. That is pretty dope if we can do that. But with this one, I noticed for the fact that it is a hinge. I didn't know that until just right now. We do get a hinge, and then with this one, the hinge is this way. And now that I'm looking at these two, I wonder if it's the same. So we get the normal right there, and then this one, yeah, this one is a hinge as well. So a hinge on both of the staffs, which probably is for the articulation. So overall for the accessories, I give it a 5 out of 5. I'm really disappointed in the paint, and for the fact that this figure is $60, and I didn't get what I want as far as with the accessories. Staff is lacking paint, the helmet is lacking paint, and there's only one good helmet out of all three. So with that being said, a 5 out of 5 for accessories. Now, before we go over this, the articulation real quick, I do want to show you how to put on the head sculpt of this thing right here. So you easily pull this off. We got the soft wire cape there. The soft wire cape could be pulled off. If you don't like it, you can take it off and replace it, or you could just leave it on like that. And as you can see, no bendy wire, but we do just get that. You just put that on there. If it falls off, all you do just put it around those two holes right there for the fur, and there you go. And as you can see, there's Odin's head with no hair. And then you can easily just put this one on right here if you wanted to. And keep in mind, you do have to put this on as well. With this one is nice because you get a little articulation with the head sculpt with this one. But with this one, same thing. You have to put this on here. But with this one, when you put the fur on, you are not getting no movement for the head at all. You're basically just going to get it going like this. and that is it. So let's go ahead and go over the articulation for the whole figure. And while I'm getting this together, I am going to start off with this one right here with his regular hair, and then we're going to put this back on here, and then we're going to go ahead and go over everything else. So real quick, let's just do these three. So no articulation, you're not getting nada, nothing, okay? So, and which is, I already kind of expected that, only because we already see what we get from Thor, so it's not surprising at all. And same thing, you're not going to get articulation with him either, only because his hair goes behind his fur. You plug this in, and this is the only articulation you get. But when you put on the fur here, let's go ahead and put that on there. And this is what we get as far as articulation. I'm not going to put it all the way in there. We get some articulation, okay? So he could look left, he could look right. Only because I don't even think the whole thing is on there. And then the fur, his hair is a little bit shorter than the other one. The other one is super long, so you're not going to get no articulation with that one. And then this one, you'll probably get the best articulation because he has no hair in the back. And then you can just easily pop these two things in there. And then boom, same thing. You could get more articulation. He could look up a little bit more, as you can see. Now he's turning, and this is the one I'm going to have him in because the other one sucks. So that is pretty dope that we at least get articulation there, which I thought that we was going to have none, considering for the fact that he's a giant piece. So with that being said, he does have joints here, which can go all the way up. I'm going to leave his staff in his hand. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, we do get a T-pose here. And then also we do get bicep swivel. And this thing is in between the joints, so I like that a lot as well. And we also get, my figure is super tight because I just opened them up, but I didn't fool around with them. But we do get a swivel at the elbow joints as well, so you can have them going like that and then turn them around. This is not a figure that you're going to get a lot of articulation. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this figure is basically for just the presence and some motions, but not a lot. As you can see here, we do get a crunch right here, which you could crunch about this much here, and then backwards about that much. So it's not a lot, but it's okay. I wish they could have given him an ab crunch right here. That would have been pretty awesome. And then we also get where he can almost do the splits about that much here, which is nice. We also get swivel here, so you can definitely get him kicking someone, but yeah, not a lot. We also get double jointed knees, I believe. Are they? They look, yeah, these are double jointed, but you're not going to be able to get the double joint only because of the boots. And also we do get the rockers here, which is always nice with Marvel Legends. So overall for the articulation, this dude's definitely not gonna be great at all. I would give it a 3 out of 10 for the articulation, only for the fact that he's a huge figure and he got no ab crunch. So I'm really taking away a lot because the ab crunch that we get sucks, you know. And you can probably take this off and get more articulation, but I just think overall the articulation sucks. Which for this figure, like I told you, this I already knew this going into getting the figure. I just want it because it looks dope, basically. So overall, for the overall look, I'm definitely going to give him a 10 out of 10. For the accessories, 5 out of 5. And then for the articulation, he's getting a 3 out of 10 for articulation. Now, other than that, my overall thoughts, is this figure worth $60? To me, I don't think so. I think this figure should have been $40. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, they are not going to change their mind. That's just how Marvel Legends is. So now let's go and go over the size comparisons, and we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, first on the list, we do have Thor from what's that thing called? Marvel Select. Forgot the line because I stopped collecting Marvel Select as far as their 7-inch line. I'm not really collecting 7-inch anymore, and I had a bad experience with the Iron Man figures. But there we are with Thor there. That is from Marvel Select, and currently is probably my go-to Thor. I don't know yet. I'm still like considering. And this is another Thor. This is the robot body Thor, or the original Thor. And then I swapped the head for Centuries, or Centuries, I believe, or whatever his name is. But there they are right there, standing next to each other with Odin. And as you can see, the Marvel Legends is Thor is shorter than the Marvel Select, but they almost about the same size. And then we got Odin. Odin is huge, and that's why I mainly got him, because this dude's presence is pretty freaking awesome. Next on the list, we do have a Marvel Select, and I'm getting them out right now. We have this guy right here, Beta Ray Bill. I remember when I first got this figure, I was going crazy over him. This is before I even got into collecting Marvel Legends and Mezco 112. And then I changed my mind after that. But this one is still dope. Having these two, they're almost about the same height. Odin is taller. With the head sculpt, they're about the same height overall. But I think with the fur on this figure right here, on Beta Ray Bill, the helmet just makes him stand out a lot taller than Odin, but overall they're about the same height. So that is freaking awesome. Now let's go ahead and put him next to a 7-inch figure, and I'm gonna bring in a SH Figure Arts. I mean, I said 7-inch, a 6-inch, but as you know, SH Figure Arts figures are very short. They are not truly 6-inch. I'll say about 5 something. There he is standing next to Odin. We got Iron Man, and then we also get a Marvel Legends figure. This is the Iron Man, the first suit, I believe, or the second suit. There it is, standing next to Odin there. Let's move them out the way. I love this Iron Man, by the way. It's probably my favorite Iron Man in my collection. And then also, like, I have a lot of Iron Man figures out right now. Let's do a Wolverine figure since I have him. This is a Marvel Legends figure. Here he is, a Wolverine that I might plan on selling because I don't need him anymore. There he is standing next to Odin. And then last but not least, we do get a DC Direct Firestorm figure. Boom, here he is. And then if you want to do Mezco like me, I'm going to bring in my King Conan Mezco 112 figure. Alright, you guys, so this is why I mainly got him. It's for this guy right here, King Conan. As he goes, I'm working on a project with him going against the gods. Like the God of War Part 2, how they were fighting against Odin, Thor, and trying for Thor getting his revenge on him killing his sons. And then right here we do have the God of War right here, Ares, which is dope. This is from Storm Collectibles. This one's from Mezco 112. And Odin is super tall, so pretty awesome fig. I love it a lot. Here's a Superman figure that I'm just putting up there just to show you guys, because sometimes Conan could be a little bit shorter than the usual figures. And this is, I have 2 Supermans, so don't be like, oh, he put in his dirty one. I do have 2 of them. This one's for photos. Here, let me just show you so that way no one in the comments won't be saying nothing stupid. Alright, here's my Superman figure. This is the one that's on the shelf that I use sometimes in photos, but this is my go-to because I don't want to mess up my Superman figure, and I'm a huge fan. I have 2 of each Superman figure in my collection. I do have the black suit, 2 of those from Mezco 112, and then 2 of these as well. So that is it as far as the review. I think Odin is a figure that you should have in your collection. He does look dope. Yeah, the figure is lacking articulation, and his accessories is so what to me. But overall, it's a beautiful piece, and it's going to look beautiful on the shelf. And as you can see, standing here next to King Conan, which is fully painted, and then also the God of War, Ares from Storm Collectibles, fully painted, and he still stands out a lot. So overall, I think that this figure is worth $40, but I will give him, for what I know, and I knew what I was getting into, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. That's being biased. But overall, I would give him a 5 out of 5 overall. But being biased, I'll give him a 7 out of 10 and a 5 out of 5 for overall rating. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Hit me up. Tomorrow, I will be doing my would your wife still date you if she find out that you was a collector in the beginning before you guys started into a real commitment. That video will be put up tomorrow, and I have a special guest doing that video as well. So with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.